a beautiful day. After the rain, plants are looking just beautiful. Look at that. You know. Oh, look. Oh, even this guy for the birds is looking beautiful. Okay. There's that branch that came down. And let's see. We got almost 2 inches of rain. So that's what I was looking at. When this branch came down, there's pieces of it here. Pieces of it there. Okay, beautiful rain water. We're gonna use this rainwater. There we go. So our plants could use that. We're gonna get the cover off. Just a beautiful day here. Set that right there at the moment. All right, that's what we did for our rain cover. So we are just using what we have to get the garden going. So probably my soil problem, I am guessing, is because of trying to save some money. I didn't buy the black cow to mix in the black cow like I did last time I had the garden. I always mix in black cow with my soil, and that might be my mistake. We might have had to have done that. So we're just doing the best we can with what we have. So that might have been my mistake. So hopefully it's not going to hurt us in the end. I do have some Plant Thrive spray that I'm going to spray on the plants, and we'll see if that will help the plants themselves. And then I also did not have some flowers that will help keep bugs away from the bean poles. So I know that I was using what I had and planting the seeds I have, but I think I'm going to have to go to the nursery and buy some. And then I'll plant them where I did not plant the chamomile, because I think they're so important to protect our plants. So we will get this cover off, and we're going to also see if we can't budget in. The fence, this temporary fence is working at the moment to keep everybody out. So while we don't have vegetables, maybe what we'll do is see if we can't go ahead and get the rest of the hoops to end this, so it'll be easier to pull the tarp over from there. So one step at a time as we get this garden going. But it's just looking beautiful this morning. So fun to come out. So this used to be just dirt floor. So what I did is I leveled it. It was just one slap, and it was awful to get out here after a rain. So this is so much nicer. So what I have done is I put underneath the rocks, I put pet bedding down. And then after the pet bedding, I had burlap. So I put burlap down, and then after the burlap, I put the black mesh to prevent weeds from coming up down. And we got the strongest one. I'll have to look which one we ended up with. And then we put the rocks on top. And the rocks were sweetly, kindly donated to us from our neighbor who had extra rocks from his project. So that was a blessing to us. And then the tiles, we are doing renovation, so that the tiles, the stepping stones are marble from a marble shower that we took out, and we redid our bathroom. So that is the old tile, and it's getting repurposed. So that's what you see here with that. We had the cinder blocks as well. So not a lot of some purchasing was done. The pet bedding, Grayson says hello, everybody. Says good morning. I know you would love to come out in the garden and look around, especially since we're growing you catnip. So that is what we have done here with our garden, and which I think is kind of cool, because we were doing the container gardens for right now because that's what we had, that's what we started with. But I am wondering with this what I laid, the pet bedding and then all the layers, you know, the burlap to keep the weeds out and everything like that, and the rocks, if we can't make this a bigger area now, you know, put the cinder blocks around and then have a bigger growing area. Just a thought. I think we might be able to do that, but we got to get going. All right, let's see what we can do. Picking up where we left off, the cover is off and all folded up and put away. Rain doesn't come again till Friday, and we'll see if we still need to do that on Friday. So we might, and hopefully, and again I said we're using what we have for the garden. And so what we have to deal with the chlorine right now is we have an RV water park filter. So that's what we've done. I know there are other different types of filters, but we are just using what we have. That's what we have. Okay, so I've also hooked up a fertilizer injector into the water. So I've drained it out. I've opened it up, drained it out, and I don't have any fish emulsion right now, granulars, to put in that. But we'll see if we can't put that on our budget this month, and if we can do that. We've got some things we got to do, so I hope I can. That would be great if I can get some fish emulsion for that, or something similar. So we'll talk about that soon. Beautiful garden. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to hook up that irrigation system. So we're going to get a top view of these plants. They're growing just beautifully. I know I like to say beautiful, but I really enjoy it. So tomorrow morning I'm going to spray them with the Super Thrive that I have. Problem there with that powdery mildew. I didn't have that last time. So this is a new thing to me. That is new, so we will see what we can do. We'll keep trying. The neem is supposed to help, so we'll keep trying with that. And meanwhile, I'm going to keep researching that to see if there's a better problem here. We had these, of course, here. There you can see the beautiful flaxseed. You can also see that thyme next to the marigolds, and in this bed over here, and flaxseed just coming up beautifully. I think those are the radishes that are coming up. All right, so right now I'm going to hook up that irrigation system. So next time you see this, it should be all hooked up.